Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on policing. We're going to go way beyond the stuff you see on TV, the flashing lights, the sirens, and uncover a much bigger and honestly, a much more important picture of what public safety is all about. So let me ask you something. When you hear the word police, what's the very first image that pops into your head? Seriously, take a second, because your answer actually tells us a whole lot about how we all tend to think about this stuff. I'm willing to bet it was something like this, right? Sirens, an emergency in progress, officers enforcing the law, and that's totally normal. It's that classic 911-driven picture of policing. It's all about reacting after something has already happened. But here's the catch, and this is really the whole point of our conversation today. That answer isn't wrong, but it is dangerously incomplete. Because if we think that's the only job of the police, we're missing most of the story, and we're leaving real, lasting safety on the table. You see, in reality, truly effective community safety requires police and community to work together on a four-pronged approach, not just one. And once you understand these 4 ways to achieve integrated and sustainable community safety, it completely changes the conversation about what it takes to build a safe community and what is the police role in it. So let's start with the one we all know. This is incident response. This is the foundation, the one you probably just thought of. This is the reactive stuff, right? A call for help comes in, and the police are the primary responders. Their job is to restore order, enforce the law, make sure people are physically safe. It's absolutely vital. But even here, the modern approach is way more than just showing up and making an arrest. Think about it. The old way, a police-only response, just focuses on containing the problem. It's kind of like putting a lid on a boiling pot. But look at the right side. The collaborative response actually brings in experts to help figure out why the pot is boiling in the first place, leading to way better results. And here's what that actually looks like on the street. It means having social workers riding along to help with mental health calls. It means child protection workers are on the scene at domestic incidents when kids are involved. It's not about police being unable to do their job. It's about being smart and matching the right expert to the right problem. Okay, let's move to the next prong of the approach. This is where we make a huge shift from being reactive to being proactive. This is risk mitigation, and for a lot of us, this is where that traditional picture of policing starts to get a little fuzzy. But trust me, it's critical. The magic word here is before. This strategy is about spotting the warning signs and stepping in before anyone has to call 911. It's about stopping a bad situation from spiraling into a full-blown emergency. So how do they do it? Well, one way is with something called situation tables, where different agencies, police, health, schools all get together to talk about complex cases. Instead of waiting for a disaster, they build a support plan. This is also where things like youth diversion programs live, offering a kid mentorship and a second chance instead of a criminal record. It's just smart safety. Okay, moving even further upstream, we get to the third prong of the strategic approach, prevention. This is the work that actually shrinks the number of emergency calls that need to be made in the first place. You know, we tend to think of prevention as being the job of schools or maybe community groups, but police have a massive role to play here. Think about it. A police service that ignores prevention is basically just signing up to manage an endless stream of problems it could have helped solve earlier. And this is way more than just showing up to a community barbecue, okay? This is strategic stuff. It's using data to pinpoint where crime is happening and why. It's working with city planners, identifying and addressing risk factors in order to design safer parks, neighborhoods, marketplaces, and bus stops. It's partnering with local business owners to figure out how to reduce shoplifting. It is partnering with community centers and housing providers to develop community action plans for safety. It's practical work that pays off. All right, finally we get to the deepest, most foundational level, and the one that we almost never connect with policing. This is social development. This is the long game. This is about helping to build a community that is so healthy and resilient that the conditions for crime just don't take root as easily. It's about getting at the actual sources of so many 911 calls. Things like poverty, addiction, and poor mental health. So what does this look like? It means police building real relationships with people when things are calm, not just when there's a crisis. It means sharing their data to help other agencies make smarter decisions. It's about being a partner in solving huge social problems. This isn't a distraction from real policing. This is what policing can be at its absolute best. So, okay, we've walked through all 4 levels: incident response, risk mitigation, prevention, and social development. So what? Why does looking at it this way even matter? Well, this reality really nails it. A community that only focuses on incident response, just responding to emergencies, isn't actually creating more safety. It's creating more expense. It's choosing to stay stuck in a reactive loop, running from fire to fire without ever trying to prevent them. So here's the bottom line. Our 911-only view of policing is just the tip of the iceberg. The real game-changing work happens in those proactive levels: mitigating risk, preventing crime, and contributing to a healthier society. Investing in all 4 levels isn't just some nice-to-have idea. Community safety is not just about who you call when something goes wrong. It is about building the conditions where fewer things go wrong in the first place. It is addressing quality of life issues and social disorder issues up front, together, that leads to integrated community safety and well-being. This is what policing is designed to do. And it starts with understanding what the police's role actually is.